guys, it's Kelly Shalal, registered dietitian and personal trainer behind the blog Hungry Hobby, and today I'm here to walk you through how to make my oat flour zucchini bread. I love baking with oat flour, as evidenced by this channel, and all the recipes I posted on my blog. I have a honey oat flour bread, which is how it all started, and from there I got a lot of requests for a more savory version, so I made a savory version. I also have a pumpkin oat flour bread and a banana oat flour bread, so make sure that you check those out. But today we're gonna make oat flour zucchini bread. So stick around and we'll get started, but first make sure to hit that red subscribe button and the bell notification tab. I post new videos all the time, every single week, and you don't want to miss one. I share healthy recipes, nutrition tips, sometimes even workouts. So make sure you hit that red subscribe button now, and so you never miss a video. And then we can get started. All right, to get started, the first thing you need to do is make some oat flour. Now I have a whole video that tells you all the questions and answers you would ever have about making oat flour, so make sure that you check that out. I show you how to make it in a Vitamix or a food processor, but really it comes down to is as simple as grinding your oats and then you're done. But check out that video if you have more questions. Once you have your oat flour, you are going to add in cinnamon, nutmeg, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. And you'll want to mix that up really well. Now, here's a little key. If you, by chance, have made your oat flour previously and you let it sit, you want to make sure you whisk really well and break up any clumps, because otherwise those clumps will not get broken up later on, so you want to make sure they break up now. So once you have that ready, you're going to then shred your zucchini. You know, you can do this in a food processor. I usually just use my box grater because it's a lot easier to clean up, and you'll just want to shred a couple zucchinis. You want about 2 cups or 2 medium zucchinis shredded. And the nice thing about this recipe is you do not need to squeeze the zucchini dry. In fact, we don't want you to, because we want that zucchini to add some extra moisture to this recipe. So do not squeeze it dry, just shred. The next thing you're gonna do is mix together maple syrup, eggs, and vanilla almond milk, regular milk, water, it doesn't matter, some sort of liquid. And mix that well until it's combined. Then you will add your wet ingredients to your dry ingredients to create your batter for your quick bread. Once those are combined, then you're gonna fold in some chocolate chips. These are not required, but here's what I will tell you. I didn't add a ton of extra sweetener to this recipe, so you'll want to add in those chocolate chips because otherwise it's not gonna be very sweet. So I kind of accounted for those. So if that makes you feel better when you're eating chocolate chips, whatever. Also, when you bake with a vegetable, I feel like that's technically a fruit, but I count it as a vegetable. I feel like you should add chocolate too. It's like balance, right? Anyways, also add in your shredded zucchini and mix everything up really, really well. And then let it sit for 5 minutes to kind of let those oats absorb any extra liquid before you pour it in a bread pan. And throw it in the oven. It's done in about 45 minutes. It will be done when you can stick a toothpick in it and it comes out clean. It's a very, very simple recipe. Now, here's the thing with any of my oat flour bread recipes, they're best if you let them cool completely. I mean, a couple hours on the counter and then a couple hours like in the fridge. Let them cool completely before you slice into it. That is so that it doesn't crumble. I don't have an issue with any of my breads crumbling if I do this, but if you don't do it, if you cannot contain yourself, I understand. Just know that it might be a little bit more crumbly, but it shouldn't be too bad. So let me know if you make this recipe, because I love to see what you guys create, and make sure that if you are on YouTube that you give this video a like and thumbs up, and you subscribe to the channel, like I said, so that you never miss any additional recipes. And with that, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go eat some zucchini bread. Well, I'm gonna go make some more zucchini bread because zucchini's in season and it's everywhere. We already ate all of ours. So have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.